At LaveLab, we have just tested the Dreame C1 Station S, and in this video, we are going to tell you what we honestly think about it. And if you are interested in this product, please note that we have put a link with its best price right below this video. This window cleaning robot comes with an imposing station. The robot itself is smaller with sides of 27 centimeters and a thickness of 8 centimeters. The station is quite heavy, but the robot itself is light and easy to position, even in hard-to-reach places. Its handle is also sturdy. The device sticks well to windows thanks to its central fan, whose suction power reaches up to 8,000 pascals. To navigate, it uses its 2 tracks and its spherical anti-drop sensors located in its 4 corner brushes. On the robot, a button allows you to start the suction, and orifices are used to spray the cleaning solution. A long cable of 5.5 meters connects the robot to its station. During our tests, it allowed us to reach our highest windows while leaving the station on the ground. However, the automatic winding of this cable was not very practical, as it sometimes got stuck when there was a twist. We had to help it manually several times. There are 3 buttons on the station: the power button, the cable winding button, and the mode change button. In addition to that, the station serves as storage for the robot. It also indicates the remaining battery level using 4 LED lights. Among its safety functions, it has a suction cup to keep it on the ground, and it can only be detached when the robot is no longer on the window. At the back of the station, there is an accessory storage compartment. You can find a towel and 4 replacement corner brushes there, but also a safety cable with a carabiner. This cable can be attached to a solid structure to secure the robot and prevent it from falling. 2 other spare towels are provided. The brand also provides a 230 milliliters bottle of cleaning solution. The robot's tank can hold 80 milliliters. In use, the cleaning solution is used very sparingly. Therefore, you should not have to buy more too often. To spray the cleaning product, there are 2 orifices on one side of the device and 2 others on the opposite side. With the C1 station model, we noticed that the droplets scattered more in the air than on the window. Fortunately, with this new S version, we noticed this problem less. Regarding maintenance, the brand recommends washing the corner brushes and the towel after each use. The towel can be cleaned by hand or in the washing machine. So much for the design and maintenance. Now let's move on to the features. It is possible to change the robot's mode via the dedicated button on the station, but the most practical way is to use the Dreame Home application. In the app, you can choose the language of your choice and adjust the sound volume of the station, which announces important information such as the end of cleaning, the return to the initial position, or the reminder to hold the robot well when it detaches from the window. There are 4 modes of use for this robot: full, edges, zone, or remote. In parallel with these main modes, different settings are possible: deep for heavy dust and quick for light dust. In the quick setting, the device's Z-shaped paths are less tight. There are therefore fewer back-and-forth movements on the window. You can select 0 to 2 passes. If you choose 0, the device does not go along the left and right edges. With the deep setting, you can choose 1 to 3 passes. As another feature, you can activate or deactivate the automatic spray and adjust the spray level. Many protections guarantee safe operation. The robot can, for example, stay attached to the window for 30 minutes in case of low power. You can also attach the safety cord if needed. Now let's get down to business with our performance tests. Before any use, you must moisten and wring out the towel, then position it under the robot. Our tests confirmed that we could use this device on mirrors. On the other hand, it only works on smooth and flat surfaces. There should be no tiles with gaps, no holes, and no stickers. In addition, the maximum dimensions of the windows must be 2.5 by 4 meters. To test its effectiveness, we used the robot with 2 levels of dirt, inside and outside. Overall, we found its performance to be very decent. It left the interior window very clean, and we barely noticed the trace of the pad where the robot stopped. However, this is a problem often encountered with this type of device. This is therefore a very good point for the C1 Station S. On the exterior window, which we had heavily soiled with mud, it also did well. A few more traces remained, but this is normal because the dirt had accumulated on the towel. In addition, the device did not leak water during our tests. We just noted that when we wanted to rinse the towel, dirt had lodged in the Velcro material. This is a bit annoying, as this coating is difficult to clean. Despite the large size of the robot, we found that it handled narrow windows well. It even managed to turn 90 degrees on a window 36 centimeters wide. As for navigation, we were satisfied since there were no failures or inconsistent paths. Now let's finish this test by evaluating autonomy and noise. The lithium-ion battery of the C1 Station S has a capacity of 4,150 milliampere hours, which can theoretically last up to 60 minutes, which is enough to clean about 40 square meters. This autonomy is quite low compared to the competition. Nevertheless, during our tests, we estimated that it could go up to 80 minutes of autonomy in deep mode. Additionally, it is possible to use the robot while the station is plugged in. Finally, as for the noise during operation, our sound level meter detected up to 69 decibels at a distance of 1 meter. It is therefore quite discreet and significantly less noisy than its predecessor, the C1 Station. And there you have our test results. So to summarize it all, the positive points of the Dreame C1 Station S are: its portable station that can be plugged into the mains during use, its good cleaning efficiency, its very good navigation, its many safety systems, and its simple and intuitive application. As for the negative points, the fact that dirt sometimes gets lodged on the Velcro, and its wireless autonomy, which is limited, but this flaw is compensated by the fact that the station can be plugged in during operation. In conclusion, we find that this window cleaning robot has corrected the flaws of its predecessor well. It is efficient, secure, and easy to use. You just have to keep in mind that its wireless autonomy is limited to about 60 minutes. And that concludes our test. Thank you very much for watching. As a reminder, you will find the link to this product with its best price just below the video.